Sandokan, Sandokan.
My international career began with Sandokan, and it changed my life forever. It captured the imagination of millions of people across the world. Even today, Sandokan remains the most successful series in European television history. And the amazing thing is, it was just 6 hours long. And those 6 hours made me a star, just before my 30th birthday. It was, to put it mildly, quite an incredible experience. Being asked to play Sandokan was one of the greatest honors that any actor could ever be given. And I was the lucky one. But at the time, I didn't quite realize how lucky I was, because I'd never even heard of him. The original Sandokan books had been written in the 19th century by Emilio Salgari, one of the greatest adventure writers Italy had ever produced. So Sandokan was quite popular in many European countries, but none of his works had ever been translated into English, so I knew nothing about him. All the same, it was quite fantastic and incredible to realize that I, an Indian actor, had been selected to star in an Italian-French-German co-production of a mega European television series. The adventure had begun with the shooting itself. It was an enormous transformation for a middle-class boy from Delhi who came to Bollywood and went to Europe to become Sandokan, the iconic Malaysian pirate. How did all this happen? What is Sandokan all about? That, in a sense, is the strangest thing of all, because Sandokan was an Asian hero, a prince-turned-pirate who fights for the freedom of his people against the British. And he epitomizes romance, because he falls in love with an English girl even as he fights her country. In essence, Sandokan's message is deeply human. That everyone has a right to be free, that the greatest odds can be overcome, and love is greater than anything else. It was a universal theme, and it touched the hearts of millions wherever it was shown. The magical music of Guido and Maurizio De Angelis topped charts across Europe, enhancing the mystique of their impossible love story. The shooting of Sandokan was an adventure in itself, from classic ships that we sailed through brilliant blue Malaysian seas, to fierce action battles that we fought in dense tropical jungles, to dancing in British ballrooms constructed in the city once known as Madras. It was magical. Sandokan's heart-stopping action and adventures set new technical standards for television at the time. And what a team we had. Sandokan's enemy, James Brooke, the White Raja of Sarawak, was played by Adolfo Celli, who'd earlier played the villain in the James Bond film Thunderball. Our art director, Nino Navarrese, had won 2 Oscars, and our director, Sergio Sollima, was famous in Italy. We had a multinational cast: French-American Carol Andre, German Hans Kaninenberg, ethnic Malays and Malaysian Tamils, me, the Indian hero, French actor Philippe Leroy, who played Sandokan's Portuguese buddy Janitz, and the legendary villain James Brooke, played by the Italian Adolfo Celli. As I sensed from the beginning, Sandokan could be my passport to a whole new world. And that's what happened. Starting with Italy, Sandokan took Europe by storm. In a few weeks, I'd become a household name. Imagine me in Munich, receiving Germany's most popular award, being greeted like a rock star by thousands of cheering fans, all of whom are hailing their Sandokan hero together. Imagine me in the heart of Madrid, escaping from the Corte Inglés, their biggest department store, running across the tops of cars with hordes of frenzied fans chasing me and girls yelling, "I want to have your baby!" Sandokan's success led to a great epic, an Italian film called The Black Corsair, about a European pirate's swashbuckling adventures in the seas of South America. That adventure was followed by Hollywood, where I played the prince in The Thief of Baghdad with Roddy McDowell and Peter Ustinov, which got me Ashanti with Michael Caine and Omar Sharif, with whom I did 2 other films. Then came the Bond film, Octopussy, where I played the villain who took on Roger Moore. It also led to my starring on The Bold and the Beautiful, one of the most popular television shows in the world. So quite literally, Sandokan gave me the world. Working with great Hollywood actors and playing memorable roles on stage, screen and television made me the first Indian actor to have a truly international career. After winning Europe's most popular awards, I was welcomed by the Oscars Academy, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, where I've been a voting member since the early 1980s. Eventually, Sandokan resulted in my being knighted by the Italian Republic. Now I am Cavaliere Kabir Bedi. Sandokan is not just about a man fighting for freedom, or even the love of his life. It's about awakening the hero in you, in me, and everyone who sees this great story. Sandokan is the hero in each one of us.